Hey, Ruthless Nation, it's another Thursday night of action packed Ruthless Pro Series action. I started speaking, didn't know what to say. Anyways, we got Steve up in here. He has made two Pro-Am races. And he's got a seat in this evening's race. So that's Animal out there tonight. So keep an eye out on him. But he said he had a setup issue Tuesday, which caused him to have a rather anticlimactic race on his part, according to him. Everything NASCAR in the house. So it's good to see. Got some people coming in here. I think qualifying's wrapping up at this moment, so shouldn't be long. We should be green flagging. But yeah, not many people go through this part of the video, so hey, everybody that's in here, we can just kind of chat right now if y'all want to. I think we might have 15 or 16 out there this evening. So we'll see how that works out. Just waiting on my invites and all that. Make sure I get all my invites and join messages and everything, and then should be good. Alright, everybody that's in here, welcome. And who you got at Martinsville this weekend in the actual NASCAR Cup Series? Who is your favorite? You know, there's a lot of buzz around Chase Elliott, but I'm going to have to go with my boy Willie B. Big Bad Bill Byron once again. He dominated Spring Martinsville last year, and then I got to watch him in person crap the bed on the cutoff to the championship race. But nonetheless, I'm sticking with 24. Got hit with a 60-point BS penalty. He's coming for them heads. Wonder how many will have come through and watch us race tonight. Still no invite, so they must not be out to the lobby just yet. As whenever I get the join message, we will join them, and we will get that Michigan action on the screen. Alright, Animal and Ryan Blaney are talking. Come on, everything. Who you got? Who you got this weekend? Switch from the Blaney account and tell me who you got this weekend. You're going to wrench anything. You know what, Ryan Blaney? It's funny that you mention a wrench, considering you had one left in your wedge adjustment there. Ryan Blaney talking about wrenches. It's just... it's funny. Alright, we got the invite. Just waiting on the join message now. Is Brad K really your favorite driver, everything? Is that really the best you could come up with? Did you fall in love with him whenever he said, "Hey, I'm Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch is an ass"? Is that when you fell in love with him? What a shame. Fell in love with him. Like, there is two types of fans in this world that I do not understand. And that is Denny Hamlin fans and Brad Keselowski fans. Jimbo Mama. Waiting on my join message. We did get the invites. You didn't even know who Brad K was until 2011. Hush. We both like Brad Kapslowski. Brad No Talent Keselowski. Brad Kawasaki. I don't even know what I'm saying. Brad Kawasaki. Alright guys, I should be getting a join message within the next 10 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and get on the invite. Alright, we should be good to go. Might catch them right when they drop that green flag. This is your Michigander. No, Michigainer. It's Michigander 200. And did anybody see my question earlier? Is it Michigander or Michiganian? Brad Kawasaki. I like it. I think exiting the pits is the most terminalistic thing. Michigander? Yeah, I know, but, you know, he was kind of just giving himself a plug. He said, I think it's gander because you're going to be gandering at your John Deere lawn, or whatever the hell he said. But anyways, typical on the pole, typical of him. Henson on the point next to him. And we're going to get going for Michigan. Michigander 200. Good two-line racing. I believe we got a full field out here tonight. Elvin Priest down there on the inside working with Typical in the 2. And here comes the turn 2, and it was a little shifty back through there. Oh, we do got a few around. That's certainly a caution because it was more than a couple cars. Oh, we still got one back there spinning. This Jinx in the 21. Got some damage on the Alex's car. A lot of fill-ins tonight, if you don't recognize some of the names out here. A lot of Pro-Am drivers just filling in. All guys that race on Thursday. And, yeah, good old skew car curse. I'm going to stay on board with Henson. He's kind of just right here in the middle of it all. Kind of a weird camera angle there. Typical, just hanging on to the lead. One spot lost for Henson and one spot gained for Elvin, as Typical is going to stay high, but he's just going to get trained. Get the freight train effect down here on the bottom. Yeah, go to the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel and use code SKEWCAR in the comments for absolutely nothing. Alright, and Typical is going to find himself kind of just battling out there on his own. There's going to be a crash, huh? Southern African Sahara. Interesting name choice there, but you know, whatever. It's 2023. What can't you do? Use code SKEWCAR for 50% off John Deere lawn care. You know what? That would be badass if that could happen. Yeah, Typical went out there to the outside, and it just didn't work out for him. Look here, he's all the way back here now working with this pack. Finally found a car up there on the high side to work with. And Typical is one of those guys, sometimes he'll jump out into a line just to prove a point. He'll be like, look, you can drive your car up here. Why don't somebody else try to drive up here? And, you know, typically that doesn't happen, especially at big drafting tracks like Michigan. Oh, we might. Nope. But we are 3 wide. Door to door. Pancake guy sticking to everybody. 14 comes up here of Hollywood. Tries to make it a party with the 22. Not quite sure who's running in that tonight. Nomad finds himself up at the front again in this series. You know, Daytona winner. And there's Shepard. He's back here in the back of the top 10. We're going to get on board with Shepard's nose. And we want to see how this works out. Was no caution on that incident earlier in lap 1. So that was interesting. There goes Hollywood is going to be a victim to the outside here as we look off the nose of Shepard. We go up here one fast Bean in the 22. See Hollywood working out to the outside on him. Good action back here in this pack. We're going to go back up to the leader of Hamlin Nation. He's been wanting a win all season long, just been on the bad end of unfortunate circumstance. Few or far too many times. And, you know, maybe tonight he'll break that curse he's got going on. And, you know, just have a good race and finish one of them out. Roger Penske in the house. What's up, Roger? Hope you never have a car win again. Stu car, you're way behind. We've never been through this. But welcome. Alright, so the battle up front, it's kind of lined out to these 4 cars. That's Hamlin Nation, Elvin Priest. Let's see. Sorry, I had a brain lapse. It's Hamlin Nation, Elvin Priest, Nomad, and Henson Racing in the top 4. And looks like Typical has got him a good line, following him up the track. Being a real fast competitor in the Tuesday race, is up here in the back of this little pack trying to catch the leaders. And if you ask me, I feel like that's a good group there. It's Typical, Portal, Hollywood, and Bean right there. Ben in the 19 is just off of them, but he has a scattered pack around him back there. There's G-Dog in the 17, veteran here in the Ruthless Racing Pro Series now. Ed, though, in the 4, filling in. And there's Animal out there in the 9. And Alex was a part of that incident earlier. And oh no, Jinx had some internet issues before the race even started, so that's a good possibility where that came from. There's Typical. He's out here trying to catch those leaders again. And I don't think Typical really got banged up or anything. I believe he just chose the outside, and that he just lost all this time just by choosing that simple move so many laps ago. So we'll try to get us a lap count whenever we go back by. Well, we're on lap 13 at the line. Okay. 29 laps, stage number 1, 27 in stage number 2. Should be a pit stop in each of the first 2 stages. 2 pit stops in the final stage, depending on how it all breaks down. And that last pit, it could come down to what kind of strategy these guys want to run. Will some of these guys take right side tires for that last pit and try to beat everybody on time? It'd be interesting to see. If somebody takes 4 and is close enough to somebody who took 2, they are going to catch them. But that's something we'll keep eye on later on in this race. As that's your leaders ahead of that group that Typical is leading right now. As Nomad tries to shake some things up on the bottom here, gets them all spread out. It's going to allow that group to catch this group just a little bit. Got them all spread out here. Don't know if that was some guys signaling to pit. We'll keep eye on it right here. I believe some guys just might have got loose coming out of there. Nope, that's going to be Elvin Priest coming down. Hamlin Nation was going with them. Did he wreck? No, we got a slew of them coming down pit road. Get some Sunoco fuel and Goodyear tires. Alright. Good deal. I believe Henson stayed out, so we'll try to get on board with him. And you get on pit road first at a big track like this. This group right here could be racing for it all. Henson's still out. If I'm him, I'm down pit road this lap. And hopefully you are getting passed by them somewhere back on the front stretcher in 3 and 4. We'll see how this works out for Henson. He is the leader at this moment as he goes down pit road. We're at lap 15, I think 16, whenever Henson crosses the line right there. So we'll see how this works out for him. There is Typical, so he has a group ahead of him that already pit. And they're coming back around right now. There's Elvin. He'll be the leader, I do believe, whenever this is all said and done, depending on how Henson gets out of the pits. I believe that might be Henson coming out right now, right out here in 1 and 2, and that's not what he wanted to see, as he is having trouble with that exiting of pit road. It is tricky. So if you're Henson, you would have liked for them to have been catching you here in 3 and 4. But he has caught the backpack here. The second place, third place, fourth place car. Now he's battling for second. But he does have the fresher tires of this group. So they could use him. This group could get together and push up to catch Elvin. That seems to have pit rather well compared to everybody. This is second through fifth that we're looking at. This is the fifth place car of Nomad. As you can see, there's not really any competition right there, as he's sort of losing this pack here in front of him. I do believe these guys will catch old Elvin without a problem, as there's 18 laps completed here in stage number 1. I believe these cars are starting to come up on some slower traffic. So we'll see how this works itself out. So Elvin Priest, the leader, has got Henson and crew chasing him down. I'm sorry, it wasn't a lap car, that was just the leader. I just totally lost my train of thought there for a second. Yeah, that's Elvin Priest, the leader. Yeah, I just, you know, long day. Lap leader, that's right. The leader is a lap car. He done lapped everybody. That's not true. Yeah, that's what it was, skew car. You never see the 51 on the lead lap. Hey, we don't mention Cody Ware in this chat, okay? Alright, so Elvin has lost the lead to Henson. I missed all that great excitement because I was trying to chat with you all. Now look what you made me do. And nonetheless, Henson, your leader, he's looking to be he's looking to be All-Star Race eligible next Thursday. He needs a stage win. Actually, he may have gotten a pole. That's a good possibility. He may have gotten a pole. Well, if he didn't, he will be playoff eligible with a stage win. And that's next Thursday from New Hampshire Roval. So you don't want to miss that. It's on 4/20. April 20th. Listen, all that Cody Ware is just real life crash data. Dude is always full throttle into the wall at some track, so, you know, he's just good for the data sheet. I wish I would get out of here with that. So Henson holding out to a good lead here. He does have the freshest Goodyears on the track out of this group up front here. He pitted one lap behind. It worked out for him just great. And he finds himself in the lead with around 7 laps remaining. So good on Henson here as he's putting a gap on these guys behind him. So we'll see how he hangs on to it towards the end here. Typical running fourth. Not what we usually see out of him, but late runs are kind of typical things. So we'll see as these tires get a little more worn down at the end of this stage. We'll see where Typical's running as he already ticks off a spot right there, working on another one against Elvin. And there he is. He finds himself right there in attacking position against the 18 in the Zombie Skittles car this week. So we're going to take you down just to enjoy the noise of the track here for a second as we've got you on board with the top 5. And Typical's going to go in and take the lead on the inside through 3 and 4. And Henson, the leader, no more. So just talking about Typical on the late runs, and then there he was within the same lap. But a battle back down deep inside is Henson in the 18. Possibly led that lap, but he's trying to take that lead back on the bottom side here. That's a tough corner to enter so low on. As we'll see, slide job complete out of 2. And the lead goes back to Henson. He's going to block half a lane down. Not enough to keep Typical from going down there, though, as he thinks better of it. Gets back up behind the 18. Top 5 in organized order as they kind of just watch these first 2 guys swap spots on who wants to be the leader. As we got 4 laps remaining at the line this time. And Henson is your leader. So we're down to 4 to go. As we're just going to enjoy the racing this time by, right here from the view of Henson. All right, 3 to go. Sponsored by Skew Car. And we'll see how this works out. Typical running the high side again, you know. He lost a lot of speed up there earlier on in the race. So we'll see how this breaks down on the view of Typical here. We'll see how he keeps it together. Nomad right there in attacking position if these guys get side by side. 2 to go right here at the line. We'll see how it works out. Stage number 1, Typical gets a little high on that entry, I believe. Maybe just trying to dive it down in there real deep to be door-to-door for this last lap. Nomad right there. Typical trying to go to the outside, get door-to-door, take a little air off his fender. Able to do so successfully. Draws even down into turn number 3. Henson going to have the advantage on the inside, though, here if he just hangs on to it. Nomad, perfect opportunity for him to get up here and make this a 3-car race for the lead at the end of this stage. Side by side, coming down to 1 to go in stage number 1. And we'll see this next lap. We'll go overhead if they stay door to door like this. Typical wanted to get on that door for this last lap. He knew he couldn't do it for the last 3 or 4 laps, so he stuck and tucked behind him for a couple laps. And here we are again. Typical showing the toughness out there on the outside, leaning on each other down the back stretch here at Michigan. Good battle down in the 3 and 4 final time in stage number 1. And we're going to go over to the overhead view here, and we're going to see what Typical does. Tries to draw out to the outside. Going to try to bring it back inside, just like Ryan Blaney and Byron, and not been able to get it done. That is going to belong to Henson in that stage. And there goes Nomad, stage 1, 3rd place finish. Possibly Hollywood. We'll see if we can get everybody in the top 5 on the stream. Thanks to Ed, though, for his stream tonight, though. You did win that race. What the heck do you mean? You beat Byron by like 2/10. Alright, couldn't get the rest of the top 5 on the stream. I can't see them. So, yeah, but good on Henson. Holding off Typical there to get stage number 1 from Michigan. Alright, Typical finds himself back. Ooh, the 22. Is that the lead here? Oh, he had to serve a penalty, I'm guessing. That's interesting. Or something happened. Possibly just something happened. Out of gas, didn't pit. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. No caution for that. There's Henson back up to the lead now. Typical back in familiar fashion. Right up there on the high side, just like they finished in the closing laps of stage number 1. 27 laps in this stage. A complete lap number 1 right there. Henson the leader. And down into turn number 1, turn 2 turmoil. Let's see what happens. Got to go through the back view just to see if anything gets collected. Oh, a lot of guys go up to that wall. Oh, somebody went down to the inside. Somebody got some wall. Somebody's around back here. Somebody got it real good. Real good. Might have been Animal. Death Before Dishonor back out here this week. Oh, he gets cut down by Nomad, I guess. Puts him through the... There's John Deere Lawn Care. Yep. Sorry. Damn. Commentator lights you up and then you get destroyed. Alright. 3 wide battle right off Typical here. He finds himself losing positions again. Oh, the 20 went up. Got a little bit of the 47 there, I believe. Allows Typical to sneak right into where the 47 once was. Hollywood up there trying to make a move into second. Thinks better of it. Goes back down with the leader, Henson. Hollywood, for the moment, in second position. 20 goes up to third. Typical gets some wall. And here comes a slew bit more of Ruthless racers. Right by Typical in the 2. And there is that out of fuel car. So possibly slowest lap of the race will go to one fast beam or one slow beam. I don't know. Out of gas beam? Alright, so Henson up here door to door with Hamlin Nation. And early on, you know, Hamlin Nation was leading the race, you know, looking to possibly get himself a win. And so we'll see how it works out towards the end of this one, as we are 5 laps through stage number 2. So Henson finds himself back to third now. Hollywood holding that down rather well up there in second. There we go. For those of you that don't know, Hollywood, co-owner of Ruthless Racing, and the on-track director for all things racing and league affiliated on the racetrack. Oh, big wreck! We have a crash for the ages back here in the middle of the backstretch. That is certainly going to bring out a caution. Saving grace for that 22, but already probably 3 or more laps down. And yeah, that was quite the crash. There you go, everything. Go update that. So saving grace for the 22 possibly, although he is in a rather tough position about 4 laps down. And Animal is also 2 laps down. Everybody 13th up is on the lead lap. And Hamlin Nation taking the point for this restart, along with Hollywood. So we'll see how this continues. In stage number 2, we've got 18 laps remaining. There still is a pit stop to be had. And if this stays green, this comes down to that thought that I was talking about earlier on. The 2-tire stop or no tires. Can your tires make it the extra 2 laps that you're going to need? Certainly going to be a pit stop here for these guys if this stays green. And yeah, it won't require four good years unless you have that car tuned to run out a set of tires perfect with a tank of fuel. Yeah, I don't see 4 tires being the overall great move here if the pit has to happen. A lot of shiftiness. A couple guys got off the wall there in turn number 1. Hamlin Nation hanging on to the lead for his life. And there is a big pile of cars in the back right here. And so we got to get a hold of all of this. Look at all that. So this is stage number 2. Michigainer, 200. Oh, contact. And that's going to push him up the track a little bit. Wouldn't have been his fault. That was also good for death before dishonor, that caution, because he had spun around there and had just stayed on the lead lap barely. As we get on board with him again. Last time I lit him up, he got absolutely murdered through here. So we'll see. Goes down to the apron. Gets on the inside of G-Dog in the 17. The 5 is making moves. He wants to get up here in the draft of that lead pack. And I think he's going to do it here on this straight. Clear to the outside, gets up to the wall. Good move there by the 5. And there is Typical. He is a part of this top group doing the flying V right now through 3 and 4. Oh no, I heard some crashing. All right. So this top bunch, they know there is another pit, and it's just for fuel or fuel, the rest of your fuel and right sides. It does not have to be a 4-tire stop, I do not think. And yeah, it's going to be interesting how guys decide to play this. If they think it's going to stay green, you know, they could go in a little bit earlier. But, or they, you know, you try to run it to the end of this and just take the least amount that you can. It's going to be interesting. And Michigan is a tough pit road to get on, or not just onto, but off of, for sure, whenever you have to come all the way out to the end of that yellow line out of 2. So Henson in 3rd, Hollywood 2nd, Hamlin Nation 1st at this moment. Hollywood kind of on a winless streak here in his own series. So we'll see if he can turn the tides today. Him and Hamlin Nation up here running out front. And both looking for that Ruthless win that they need. And that camera is jacked up. Do y'all notice that? Big Ben runs up here. Hollywood to the point. He's going to have help on the inside too. So we'll see what he does. Hollywood sticks it low. He's going to try to come up and complete the pass on Hamlin Nation right here on the outside. And Hollywood kind of playing devil's advocate out there. It's still 11 to go. So Hollywood is the leader now as the inside line gets ramped up. Typical in the pushing. So is Death Before Dishonor. Finds himself up here. Hollywood taking 3 wide. No help in the middle. He's hanging on to Hamlin Nation on the side for any type of air that he can. Henson's in the middle with him. We are 3 by 3 for like 3 rows here. And I can't believe we stuck it. Big Ben holding on to the lead. Hollywood pushes back out to 2nd through the middle line with the help of Henson, and they have cleared the bottom line, and they are going to be 1, 2, 3 once again. All right. Oh, Hamlin Nation got off the wall back there. That's going to destroy his chances at a stage win here, unless we don't stay green. Big Ben, though, fighting for his stage rights out here as he is putting the pressure on Hollywood. Oh, a couple cars getting shifty out here. Possibly Typical going to pit this lap. He's one of those that might think this is going to stay green. He possibly wouldn't even pit again if the caution came out after already pitting. Big Ben drops back rather quickly, and Hollywood, he slams it down in the pits really quickly. Wonder if he got in there safe. It's 55 miles an hour at Michigan. Oh, possibly a wreck out here. Don't know who it was. Portal guy, just a 1-car incident. Not going to be a caution. A lot of guys in already. Just need that little bit. Oh, Bean getting loose out here down the back stretch. Turn 2 turmoil. SQ car caught it. A lot of guys in there getting service. Hollywood already out. Possibly a right sides only for him And, you know, it's going to be tricky coming out here on pit road once again. Henson, though, the leader. And he comes down. Nomad, possible speeding penalty there. Elvin might have regained the lead before they got into the pit there. All these other guys coming down already. And, yeah, we'll see how this works out. See what kind of strategy these guys took. I think Hamlin had some damage to take care of, possibly. Hollywood might be looking real good here at the end of the stage if he took right sides only. So we'll see how this works out for him. As some of the cars that just pit are just now coming out, so that would put Hollywood ahead of them. That's Elvin right there. And this might be Hollywood and Elvin. I think it's 5 laps to go whenever they cross the line this time. In stage number 2. Yeah, so actually your leader is Typical right now. So we'll see how this works out. Not sure. I thought he had already pit, so if that's the case, he could be out in the lead by a lot. With just Big Ben right there on him. Alright, so there is the battle. And, yeah, I don't know if Typical's pit yet or not. I mean, I thought he pit with the first group. Anyways. We'll see how this works out. Thanks everybody for joining. See a lot of new names. Truly appreciate you all giving us a look. Not team just now going in, so maybe Typical has not pit yet. And if no, there's no way. There's no way. I must be tripping. There'll be 3 to go when they hit the line on stage number 2. And I think that's Henson chasing down Typical right here. Alright, Typical had not pit yet. Okay. So he's obviously had all these cars a lap down. And that's going to put Henson out here towards the lead, I do believe. Two to go at the line. Typical is still the leader, so you know, if he can get off pit road with 2 tires before he can get up out of the front stretch, could have a race on our hands, maybe a drag race to the end of this one. As I am keeping an eye out to see who will be the leader as Typical comes out. So there's Typical out. And those 2 tires putting everybody a lap down might have done him some good. Going to be 1 to go in the stage. All right, 1 to go in stage number 2. And Typical is your leader by a good amount at the moment. I believe that's Elvin and Hollywood right there behind them. Yeah, typical with the strategy, putting everybody a lap down. Probably didn't take any tires, I'm going to guess, and had that awesome lead back off pit road. Wins stage number 2. So good on Typical there, winning stage number 2. Elvin comes in 2nd, Hollywood 3rd, Henson 4th, I do believe. And for the life of me, I couldn't tell you who came in 5th. Maybe get a look at it here in just a second. Alright, Typical, Elvin Priest, Henson, Hollywood, and G-Dog, 5th place, stage number 2. Alright. Good on G-Dog. Good to see him up there. 5th place. Stage break and pit stops brought to you by SKU Car and Everything NASCAR. Get all your NASCAR needs from SKU Car and Everything NASCAR. Typical on the point for the start of stage number 3. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go crank it up Ruthless style right here on the restart. Alright, and that was Crank It Up, Ruthless style, as Henson finds himself to the lead after all that on the restart. Will be 2 pit stops in this stage. So let's see how everybody breaks them down as Nomad gets way off to the inside back here. A lot of movement back here behind the leader. Got some paint flying off some of these cars. Hamlin Nation creeps back up to the front. Good racing indeed out here tonight. A lot of double line racing for sure. This Michigan Auto Club always bring great races, and I think it's because it really just combines the oval super speedway idea. Like, it's not full throttle, but it is very fast. And yeah, they're fun. You hear everybody let out for that turn, but right back into throttle by mid-turn to get up and out of this corner. A lot of movement up front. As you can see, a good line forms on the bottom. 20 and the 47 working together up top. Henson still your leader. Typical in second, driving door to door with Hamlin Nation. Elvin Priest down there helping them along, and Portal Guy rounding up the top 5. Nomad and Shepherd trying to make this a very large party up here. Alright, so Sniper has officially joined MFF. Everybody can see that. It's his official. I think he got, what do you call that? Initiation. So there you go. Typical up here. One stage number 2. Henson won stage number 1. So, and they're both in 1-2 for the last stage. And right now, we have got 30 laps remaining. So, oh, we got a crash back here. Big one. Mini around. Oh, almost the whole field. What a crash. Oh, yeah. Get all that in there. Oh, man. I barely caught that. That's going to bring out the caution. Yeah. Everybody got a little piece of that. All right. So that brought some contenders with it. Elvin was a part of that. I don't know. Hollywood back there. Don't know if he was in it. Nearly everybody that was in front, or I mean, sorry, behind the crash got in the crash. So, yeah, I'm going to need some insurance, 22. God dang thing is eat up. All right. Well, Henson, leader, next to Hamlin Nation on the point. Typical, Death Before Dishonor, and G-Dog rounding up the top 5. Elvin Priest moves back to 6th. And we'll see where he ends up. Oh, Death Before Dishonor sneaks his nose down there just in time in front of G-Dog. Bottom line reigns superior here. And Hamlin Nation's about to learn the hard way, just like Typical did earlier, way on in the race. That camera is broken, and they need to fix it. But they're not going to fix it, right? All right. These restarts have been awesome. So we get a little bit of green flag racing, and then the caution comes out. I mean, I kind of enjoyed the cautions. They've been nice and spaced out. Got us some good restart racing. Kind of combines everybody back up. Get to see moves like Nomad back there cutting it down in front of Shepherd coming into turn number 1. Nice roar out of these cars at Michigan. It's your speed. Oh, we had some contact up here, but no wreck. Almost wanted to see one. That certainly would have been huge. I see what you did there, K. Bush. So that's some good racing here, here at Michigan, and yep, this bottom line is going to be picking up some major speed, and they're probably going to catch this front bunch right in this corner. Everybody trying to find that spot. Hollywood has went from down up, and I think he's going to go back down. OG Dog says, I'm going to go down. Gets down there before him. Oh, little shiftiness out of Elvin. They get hooked. Oh, Death Before Dishonor. The big loser there. Back up onto the track. And, oh my goodness, he did not hit the wall. Holy shit. Oh, but the 9 said, wait a minute, number 5. You're in my way. And, yeah, he wiped him up. So that's going to be oh, we got another crash down here. I think they were all slowing up for the caution. Okay. What a save indeed. I don't know how the hell he didn't hit the wall. What in the world? Oh, dude's going to need Tommy John surgery now after not hitting the wall there in turn 4. Death Before Dishonor, save of the race. I'm going to say, yeah, save of the race. He did not hit the wall. He also didn't hit anybody else. But, you know, I don't know. He might have been wanting to hit everybody else. If I was him and I was coming back up, why not, you know? But then he didn't hit the wall after that, so that was a clap. That was not anything else. Larry in the chat, just now seen that. Welcome. That's what we've been missing, a Larry. We've been needing a Larry. Radical replay moment. You know, honestly, I wish I could just I could just pause it and be like, let's take a look at this progressive replay. And then Flo comes on the screen and we watch Death Before Dishonor save it. And it's like progressive save of the race. We just hit 1 hour. And there's only 20 laps remaining. This is a manual caution. Manual caution conditions in the Pro Series apply. Everybody will, they do not have to, but mostly everybody's going to go down pit road here and get some service. So, yeah, I think everybody... Oh, yeah, let's look at it. Oh, wait. There we go. So what we call this is pointing in the right direction and working together. And the pit road calamity ensues. It's like they didn't give enough room to some of the boxes. But, you know, this isn't much different than actual battle off pit road in real life, so, you know, whatever. Oh, Death Before Dishonor just can not catch a break, man. Look at it, got spun around again. Two spoilers, one splitter. Alright. This camera just pisses me off. Look at that. Look how long it just sits there. And then look where we're at. Alright, but Hamlin Nation going to be the leader with, I think we're going to have like 19 to go whenever we start, whenever we restart here. So that means another pit stop. And if you ask me, this favors Typical heavily. because that's exactly what happened in stage number 2. This kind of same situation, and he won stage number 2 by a lot. And let me tell you, folks, it was by a lot. And so we'll see. Skew car just gets in the chat and he's like, turn 2 wreck, and then they wreck, and then he leaves. But restart's going this time. Typical jumps down to the bottom. Hamlin Nation in the lead. Hopefully this is the last restart, but probably won't be. Game initiated caution incoming. I'm not sure. A lot of shiftiness back here. Oh yeah. Somebody's missed a gear or something. That might be G-Dog. Oh, we got leaning. Oh, we got crashing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Non-car just make sure he gets the flag. And then, oh, we got one up here turned around. see what I mean? Watch him go. What did I tell you all? I mean, it's just a trend, you know. Alright. Caution brought to you by Skew Car. For real this time. All right. Oh, got Ed though up here in the lead now. Didn't pit. Guess he didn't really think he had to. Nah, he's gonna try, I guess. Kevin LePage. Oh, Hollywood wasn't quite clear. Ed was coming up. He gets into a couple. They're going to be 4 wide out of 2. This cannot be awesome. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we're back around. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's about 4 or 6 of them. And that's another caution. Cautions breed cautions. When 2 cautions get together and really love each other, this happens. You cured the rest of the race? Thank you. You have now cured the rest of the race. See what you did there? Nope. Nope. Delete that comment. Somebody. Ron Blaney. Delete that comment. Nostradamus. Yeah, Skew Car is a great philosopher. We just don't write shit on stones anymore. That's why nobody listens. Alright, Elvin Priest is now the leader. Nomad out here on the point with him. Typical and Henson behind them in 3rd and 4th. And then Hamlin Nation. Oh, Nomad getting a little loose. Typical tries to get down to the bottom. Not going to be able to do that. Oh yeah, you told me to get rid of your wrench. Sorry. So yeah, no pit stop going to be required now, ladies and gentlemen, as it's 10 to go this time by. And we'll see if we can keep it green. I don't know, everybody wanting this. Elvin is somebody who gets very excited to win, so we'll see if he pulls this off. We'll see what his reaction is. Blue Chew. Alright, so we're getting down to it. This is 9 to go. Hollywood jumps to the outside lane, and there is some cars out there to work with. Shep's out there. He's not going to be scared to push that 14. Hollywood able to keep it more down into the turn than the 48. As a stupid camera takes over. Alright, so Hollywood finds himself on the outside. He don't want to be the last one up there. It could spell disaster for Hollywood's chances. And he's had a really... Oh! Death Before Dishonor gets it again. Pushing up against Henson. They're leaning on each other down the front stretch. Oh, Henson gets... Oh, no, that was Shep. Oh, hard lick down to the pit wall there. And that's going to bring out a caution. Oh, we got more around back through there. I reckon. Oh, yeah. 4 got around back there. And that brought out the caution. So we are getting close to Ruthless overtime conditions. We'll see how this works out. Interesting set of events here. Everybody's going to be on fresh tires, low fuel, I imagine. Looked like the 5 got bumped down there to me. Not sure what else happened afterwards. Just some hard racing there, you know. Been tough. G-Dog finds himself on the point late in this one. So we're going to see how that works out. See if he gets bullied around. Been known to do that out here. Ed, though, out there on the point as well. And it is 5 to go. Alright, so all these fast cars been out here all day. They're trying to work their way around G-Dog there. He's holding it hard out there on the outside. He's got a good push of cars coming. If he can just stay up there. A lot of guys flat out run to the bottom. And they're going, oh, we got another crash. And that's 2 cars. And I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Game initiated caution. Ruthless. Overtime conditions are brewing. We'll see if that brings us down to Ruthless overtime. All right. So this is going to get dicey, folks. I'm going to need all my breath. If you got, get your grandma in here. Share the stream to your grandma right now. Get your grandma in here. If she like Dell, she'll like this. Oh, speaking of Dell, there's Typical. Typical, Henson, both the stage winners right here on the point for this restart. Hollywood right there in 4th next to Elvin Priest, who is in 3rd, who also wants a piece of a win right here at Michigan. These 2 cars in front of him has got it to do. It is just 2. Yes, this is Ruthless overtime with 2 laps remaining right now. A lap and a half down the halfway point of the backstretch. Seems like everybody got through turn number 2 this time. Typical to the lead. This could come down to a door-to-door finish. It is getting dicey. All right, Hamlin Nation down to the inside. Sorry, my daggone controller died. Okay, this is the last lap, though. And it is dicey. Can Hamlin Nation pull it out? He's right here once again. Can he get it done? He's got Typical right there in front of him. He's got all kinds of wins. What will he do? He's right here. He's on the inside. He's got to push. Can we get over top? Well, who will it be? Typical by a nose. What a finish. I can't tell you who finished third. Oh, my goodness. Big wreck after the fact. Way to end that one. Exactly how it's been. We have had some hellacious crashes, and we ended that one on a good note. Ruthless overtime did not disappoint. Typical, your winner once again. It was Hamlin Nation in second, Elvin Priest in third, Hollywood in fourth. The margin between everybody was within a tenth of a second, all the way down to sixth position. I couldn't tell you how much closer that could have been. Absolutely insane. But your winner is Typical. So Typical, Hamlin Nation, and Elvin Priest are going to be in the booth tonight. And if y'all hang out just for a second, we'll get them three in here and interviewed. What a race, what a finish there for Michigan. Oh, and that last lap was brought to you by Skew Car. Man, what racing that was. Just a great race in general. Who was able to pull out that fastest lap tonight? Henson with the 37.929 racing lap. Absolutely insane. Second was a 936, and third was a 38.036 in Hollywood. Awesome racing out there. So guys have been added, and we're going to get them interviewed. I'm just going to check this real quick, see if Ruthless Racing's all over the board. Pretty much are. Cool deal. I always press that. Alright, let's wait for everybody to get in here.
Weird.
Everybody is?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, awesome. Elvin Priest was a third place finisher, driver of the 51. And yeah, you had a good race up front all race long. A lot of restarts at the end to get through, and those were tough here tonight. But just kind of walk us through what your race was like all around, and then what was it like going through multiple restarts with 10 to go?
I mean, I was nervous. I thought I had a pretty good shot at the end, but it was anyone's game. And I don't really got much to say. You know, I wasn't thinking that I was going to get third, to be honest with you. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
Well, nonetheless, you put up a good fight, leading there a couple times late in the race, you know. It was really anybody's race, though, once those restarts started becoming a factor. But
Yep.
good race out there tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then Hamlin Nation, driver of that 20 car. Man, just another heartbreaker, honestly, for you. And in that 20 car, early on in the race, I felt like you were a favorite, and I said so. But when you came down there to the end, you were about a door too short. So, anything that could have went differently? Do you think the long run would have helped you, or you were right where you needed to be, just didn't execute?
Well, I felt really good. It's unfortunate. You know, I'm sick of losing to this guy every week, and I don't know. It's just getting old really fast. It's getting annoying, but hopefully we'll rebound after the All-Star break and hopefully go get us a win.
Yeah, I mean, well, next Tuesday y'all got Kansas before the All-Star race, so.
Yeah, I won't be around for that, sadly. I have a fast car at Kansas, but unfortunately probably won't be around to race that.
Oh, man. Well, put up a well of a fight here at Michigan. I thought you were going to get you one. Just didn't work out that way. But like you said, I'm sure everybody else is tired of seeing this guy win. So, I'm always rooting for somebody different every week. But yeah, good race out of you, and thanks for racing with us out here. And Typical. So what do you got to say, man?
I don't know.
did you? I mean, stage number two, I felt like if it would have stayed green whenever y'all had like 18 to go on that first restart, I feel like you would have played the same strategy, and it kind of would have just been like playing the same old song. But with these restarts coming into play, how hard was it to just navigate all the different lines of traffic that was coming at you while staying in the lead?
I wasn't trying to navigate it. I mean, yeah, well, I'll say I was. I was trying to get the outside lane and the inside lane side by side so I could pull away, but that didn't work. So I shut the door on Elvin a couple times. Not really too aggressive, maybe more than I would do regularly, but I don't know. It's not really thinking that goes on, it's just doing it in the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's another win for you. And Kansas coming up on Tuesday. I'm sure you got something for that track.
I got something for every track, man, but I don't know. If I keep winning, these guys might leave.
Listen to this,
You,
man.
you know what? That's cocky. No, I take that back. I didn't mean to sound cocky. It's just the way Hamilton is talking. It's
Hmm.
I
I don't know. Oh,
see you made him leave.
wow. I didn't mean it like that, man. Oh well, he get over it one day.
Well, and then the All-Star break next Thursday. New Hampshire Oval, your two-time winner there. But the conditions are different this time. It's going to be on the slider, so what do you think?
Uh, don't know if I'm racing it yet.
You got to. You've literally took everybody's opportunity to be in it. You got to be in it.
What do you mean? I
You
haven't
took
taken
all the
nobody.
poles, you took all the stage wins, you take all the wins. That's all that qualifies you to be All-Star eligible. You got
Can
them
I
all,
donate?
man. Donate? I
Can,
don't think it works that way.
no. All right, I might be there.
All right. Well, good race, typical, good win. If you got anything to say, shout out was.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Hamilton. I know I didn't steal it from you, but you fought hard for it. That move that you pulled was really good too. It caught me off guard, that's for sure. But good race, Hamilton. I promise you get one.
Yeah, good race out of Hamlin there, and I really thought he was going to pull it out there at the end. I mean, just by the front clip of the car, that was about what you beat him by. But yeah, next Tuesday we start the All-Star Week. But first off is the makeup race for Kansas earlier on in the season. It will be Tuesday Pro Series action, Kansas. Then Thursday on 420 will be the All-Star race from New Hampshire Oval. So make sure you all are here for that. And if you didn't catch the end of this one, it was a great one. So go back and at least watch the last 20 to 18 laps of this one. Was awesome. A lot of good crashes. Great finish there at the end. But yeah, nonetheless, have a great and wonderful weekend. Catch y'all on Tuesday. Pro Series from Kansas. Uh, yeah, rock on race on Ruthless Racing.